Oh, we're gonna piss some people off here today, man. Oh my god. Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2 is nothing but woke ass agenda, beefy ass females, and all full of wham and power and all that. Let's just start the show. Guys, I am back again with another video. This time I'm talking about, that's right, Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2. Kevin Smith is a goddamn liar. He's a liar, guys. This man, he lied about everything. It was all about Teela. Wasn't about He-Man. Teela wielded the sword and everything. No, she didn't do any of that. So, guys, yesterday I went ahead and watched Part 2 of He-Man, Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2. The follow-up to the controversial Part 1 that everybody and their mama seemed to hate. People that didn't even watch He-Man had something smart to say. Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 1. People didn't even watch fucking He-Man had shit to say about fucking He-Man. It was amazing. Like, no one cares about this property, but as soon as you do something that breaks the status quo, oh, holy buckets of wiener shit, here comes Curly and her damn pitchforks. But, yeah, so I broke down and I did watch Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2 yesterday, and I was much looking forward to it. And here's my initial thoughts on it. I enjoyed it. Did Teela and Evil Lyn have a more prominent role? Yes. But again, I have said this until I'm blue in the face. If you are a fan of the property, then you have read the comic books, and you know it is Teela's future, her goal to become the next sorceress, right? That is a storyline that played throughout the comic books that never really had a chance to kind of go through the entire story in the original animated series back in the 80s. There have been different versions of Masters of the Universe throughout history. So this is Kevin Smith's take on it. Everybody called this man a liar. Everybody said, oh, it's all about Teela. It wasn't about Teela. It was just as much about He-Man than anything. The only problem was that they gave, and this isn't a problem, the only thing is that they gave these characters more time to breathe. People like Teela, people like Evil Lyn was able to come out and actually have a story arc rather than being just the friend or just Skeletor's sidekick. So yes, He-Man, Adam was front and center. They even gave his dad a prominent role in the second part. Like King Randolph, like he had a much bigger role. Like they went into the marriage between his father and his mother, and it went into a whole thing. Orko had a great a whole great character arc from part 1 to part 2. Cringer had a character arc. Like a lot of these characters who did not get character arcs. You know, there's a difference between character development and character arcs. Character arcs is when characters, they are drastically different by the end. And we see people like Orko, who's drastically different by the end. We see Evil Lyn, Teela, He-Man for the most part, has a arc where he's different than the end. The only one that stayed status quo from beginning to end is Skeletor. So people that want to go out here and go, oh, it's all about the women, fuck the males, it's all about women's rights, blah, 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 blah. These people didn't give a shit about He-Man in the first place. They just see that there's a girl front and center, and they go out there trying to call Kevin Smith a liar, and they absolutely have no idea what the hell. Like, you can't sit there and call someone a liar when you haven't finished the goddamn book, right? The final part wasn't even done, and these people are branding him a liar, you know, and coming out with the pitchforks when part 1 came out, and they never even finished part 2 because part 2 wasn't out. So, did watch part 2. I did very much enjoy it. If you want me to be honest, this is me being honest, I actually liked the first part a lot more, but the second part was a nice follow-up to the first part and a nice conclusion. I did like what they did with Evil Lyn. However, I will stay on this course. I will say this, and I will always stay on this. I do not like the character design of what they do with the female characters, right? You can make a character strong, and they can still be sexy. There's no reason why Evil Lyn looks like she can bench press Skeletor, Beastman, and He-Man all at the same time. Like, this chick was like six-pack, biceps on top of biceps. Like, it was just insane. And like I said before, You can make a strong female character. I thought Tila was a little too buff, to be honest with you, in the character art. You can be sexy and be strong. There are plenty of women out there who are mad strong and are absolutely sexy. You can be both. Believe me, you can be both. It don't have to be either or. It can be yes and. So that was my only thing. Other than that, I really enjoyed the series. It was a nice follow-up. They continued the arcs. A lot of characters got great arcs. Skeletor pretty much stayed the same throughout. And then we end with a cliffhanger going into what hopefully is the next season. And that looks very, very promising. And nothing that I seen that people were screaming, oh my God, about. None of that really came to for me. Yeah. I still prefer the first part, to be honest with you. But I thought the second part was a damn good conclusion to the story, and I really liked I liked the first episode, and I liked episodes 4 and 5. 2 and 3, not so much, but we get more layers, more context of these characters and the story. So that's sort of my thoughts on Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2. That's completely non-spoilers, so I didn't want to spoil anything for you guys. But for all those people out there going, oh my God, it's woke and the women and you guys are fucking, you guys are idiots. All of you guys are idiots. Get a life. Get a life. Jesus. Well, guys, that's all I have to say. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. You want to help support the channel? Do me a massive favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Later, guys.